Hello, everybody, and welcome to our other lovely New Year's Eve video where we're going to be doing a tier list of all of the Danganronpa characters. Here they all are. We looked earlier. This is all of them. So we're going to talk about them. We're going to discuss where we place them. Here is our tier list, as you can see.
For context, in case you don't know, he has only gone through
The first four chapters
of the second game.
of the second game, and as such, my opinions may shift when I have more information. But as of right now, here are my opinions. He will insert his opinions as well, but this is my tier list first and foremost because he has more information than I do. So let's get started. So we're gonna start with Mukuro Ikusaba. We don't really know a lot about her per se. I do know she's a 16th student hidden somewhere within the school, um, known as the Ultimate Despair. Although she's actually the Ultimate Soldier. Uh, I know she gets a lot more like built character growth and building in one of the novels or whatever.
Yeah.
I think she is the definition of mid. She is just such a nothing character, as we know.
And the anime doesn't understand her at all.
I don't even know what that refers to. So, there's Mukuro. She's great. We love her.
She essentially, how do I say this? So, basically, it is implied through the game and in If that she is heavily abused by Junko.
Right.
Obviously, to the point, and so but since they're twins and stuff, she still feels like this sort of love and attachment to her, even though she knows that she's a terrible person. She doesn't like her. In the anime, she's essentially very horny for Junko every time Junko tries to murder her.
Okay. I did not. I was not expecting you to explain. I was just gonna let you put that comment out into the air and me never learn anything because I didn't want to know because I'm not gonna watch the anime because you have said it's terrible.
It's kind of
Akane, I like Akane. Gut feeling, I like Akane. Um, I don't love her by any standard. She's fine. She's a very fine character. I understand her bit. I understand who she's supposed to be. I understand she's essentially Goku. I just don't think she has, and maybe this is because I haven't done enough of her free time events or whatever. But I just don't think she has enough like character for me to care.
Her character is all in her chest.
Essentially, alter ego. I love alter ego. Alter ego's great. Alter ego as a what?
Our girl.
That's not our girl. That's alter ego. Two completely different characters.
Well, yes, but she is a part of our girl.
No, our girl is a part of her, as is Mondo.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Getting this? You getting the load of this? Yeah, we love Alter Ego. She's great. I love Alter Ego. One of the best parts of Danganronpa, in my opinion. And then she uh, gets tragically murdered.
She gets turned into a Kuma ball.
She gets turned into a Kuma ball.
Oh.
Ball? Hina. I think Hina's also a very mid character. I know she survives and everything. She has a lot of stuff to her, but all of Hina's best moments rely on Sakura. And in my opinion, that just makes her a very mid character. I don't hate her.
I personally love Hina.
I know you love Hina. I think she's fine. I don't put her in dislike because I don't dislike her. I think she is the least interesting of the survivors by far. We've had this discussion before, I think.
I mean, technically, Makoto's the least interesting, but he's also the protagonist, so.
Well, that makes him by far not the least interesting because you learn the most about him
right
through the game, which makes him not the most interesting. Because I think the most interesting are Kyoko and Hiro, but he is not the least interesting because you learn the most about him. Hina is the least interesting. Byakuya, I hate Byakuya. Okay, in reality, I dislike Byakuya because you're supposed to hate Byakuya. That's kind of the point. He is a very hateable character. That is his entire like purpose as a character. I get that. That doesn't mean I have to like him. He's a prick. He's an asshole. He treats Toko like shit. He treats Makoto like shit. Get in the Robo Justice suit. You know.
No matter how much of a boy kisser he is.
No matter how much of a boy kisser he is, I can't put him anywhere above dislike in my opinion. Celeste, I do not like Celeste like at all. I don't think I hate her though. I think I'll put her next to Byakuya. She's just very uninteresting to me. She does have one of my favorite voices that I did in Danganronpa, with my Vera voice. Clearly to this voice and make it higher and higher to anyone who has to listen to it. You know, um, she's fun. Gambling stuff is always fun to like theme things around.
Aesthetic.
But
Very
her,
fun aesthetic.
but her, and this is the first like blackened we get to talk about actually, which makes her, I think, the worst blackened in the first game. Leon's bad, like, but he's also the tutorial blackened, so you know. But like, yeah, Celeste is just a very uninteresting character. I don't hate her. She doesn't do anything that makes me hate her, but
The
she,
least sympathetic blackened too. I think.
yeah, yeah, and also the whole actually I'm actually Japanese and this entire like facade is stupid, and also the weird racism against her when we first meet her. Just a lot of stuff I don't like about.
You're
So,
Japanese, right? Yes. Then why is your name not Japanese?
I love Chiaki. Chiaki's great. I think she's the one. I don't like her as much as Kyoko. I'm gonna put her in like actually. I don't like her as much as Kyoko when it comes to love interests. You know, um, although she is the ultimate gamer, she has a lot of fun stuff. I think she does get kind of shafted because she has the most boring voice that I do in Dangan 2 with the robot monotone voice. Um, she's fun. I like her. I think I need to do more free time events with her. Also, she may or may not be crushed by a giant block at some point in the future. Chihiro, we all know where we feel about Chihiro. Chihiro is best girl. We love Chihiro. We named the final two episodes of Danganronpa after her. We called her our chorizo baby, or well, chorizo baby, but I think we said chorizo a lot of the time because it sounds closer to Chihiro. But she's our chorizo baby. She's great. The fandom is super divided on her, and no one knows what to talk about her. We call Chihiro a girl, a trans woman. If you don't agree with that, cool. I don't give a shit.
Honestly, I just prefer anything that isn't he and pronouns.
Yeah, Chihiro, best girl. We love Chihiro. Monokuma, also best.
Yeah, you have them in the best.
These tiers are not actually. Okay, now they're ordered. Um, yeah, Monokuma. We love Monokuma. He has by far the best moments in the game. He is built to be the best character, but by default. He also has my favorite voice that I also just do randomly. He has a black bean eye. Uh, he does Monokuma theater. There's Ball Monokuma, who I have not met yet. Just all kinds of fun stuff. We love Monokuma. If you don't like Monokuma, you don't like Danganronpa. That's as simple as it gets. Toko. Okay, Toko. Toko. Where shall I put you? I think I gotta put Toko in love.
I was kind of gonna go with there too. I personally am very not warm on Toko in the first game. I have not really gone through UDG, so I don't know if I want her.
My opinion on her after UDG might actually put her into best girl status, although Twin Sister Show is a different ball game entirely. But Toko, Toko gets elevated by our adaptation of her in the series. The Simpsons fan fiction writer who has the Game Grumps Yuri voice, who is just so much fun to talk about, so much fun to play. We love Toko. I can't not put Toko in love. Toko is great. Monami. Okay, I'm gonna have some a very disparate opinion of No, we put her in best. She's best girl. We love Monami. She gets bullied so fucking often.
She gets so relentlessly bullied in
Sad.
two, and it makes me so upset.
We love Monami. She's one of our favorite characters. I can't put her above Monokuma though. Like out of principle, the only reason Chihiro gets above Monokuma is because I've grown so attached to Chihiro. But no, Monami deserves to be in best category. We love Monami. Oh, Fuyuhiko. Okay, Fuyuhiko. We love Fuyuhiko.
Yeah.
We love Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko is one of my favorite characters to talk about. He has one of my favorite arcs in Danganronpa 2 by far.
It was so interesting to see you go from despising this guy to loving him so much.
Yeah, that's how you know he's winning well. We love Nagito's dead. We love Fuyuhiko. He's one of my favorite characters. He's great. The other reason he doesn't get in best category is because of the stuff at the very beginning of the game makes him very unlikable. Once again, that's the point, but it does drag him down a little bit. Twin Sisters show. Twin Sisters show. Genocide Jill. Uh, whatever you want to call her. We like Genocide Jill. I think. I think she doesn't get enough presence for me to like her as much as.
She has some of those out of pocket dialogue.
Yes, this is true. Uh, I think she doesn't get enough stage presence for me to put her anywhere above like. Um, because and that's going to change by UDG. I know she's very prominent in UDG. Um, but she is a character that I think is very interesting to watch. Uh, but also, I don't remember what my voice for her was.
Beetlejuice.
Was it? Oh yeah, it's Beetlejuice. I talk like this, which is almost Fuigo's voice. But like, yeah, no, we like her.
I think it was close to your Osprey one.
I can't do that right now because I'm thinking of Fuigo's voice too much.
Also, terrible DID representation.
Yes, yeah, that does drag her down a little bit as DID representation. Actually, because of that, I think I have to pull them both down a category.
It should be on the lower of like.
I don't. Does her bad DID representation put her above Hina though? Because I don't think Hina is just kind of boring, but she is bad DID representation. Hina's slightly better. I think that's where I'm putting my claim right now. Gundam. Oh, Gundam is a character. So we just finished chapter 4, and for those of you, I should have said spoilers from the get go, but like, yeah, for those of you who know chapter 4, he's a very interesting character.
Great character.
That feels right. I love Gundam. Gundam is one of my favorite characters. His relationship with Sonya is very cute, even though I think it's inputted a little late in the game. The Four Dark Devils of Destruction are great. We love them. Um, he's a very fun character. I still stand by the Hifumi theory, though, which would drag him down a lot, but he doesn't play that way, so I'm not going to give. I'm not going to detract.
Also, that's only a theory. So.
Yeah, I'm not going to detract points from him for that. So, Gundam, we love Gundam. He also has a very fun voice to do. Hajime Hinata. I have gone on record saying that Hajime is the most boring, whitest bread, white bread man on earth, even more so than Makoto. Um, I do like him more than Akane though. I think I think a lot of that comes from our version of Hajime
being British and gay.
But yeah, I like Hajime. I think he just doesn't have as much character as Makoto does. Hifumi goes into depths of hell. Hiyoko goes into depths of hell. Those of you who have watched the videos know. But I hate both of these characters with a burning passion. The fact that they're back to back is very funny to me. I do not like either of these characters. If I could make entire videos about how much I hate them, probably more so shorts. If you guys want to see a short and why I hate Hifumi and a short and why I hate Hiyoko, please ask. I will definitely do that. Ibuki, on the other hand, I feel like Ibuki's kind of in the same camp with Aoi, where she feels very boring to me. But third person Ibuki is very funny. I'll put her at the bottom of like I like her, I do, but I just feel like I just didn't get enough time with her to like her more. She's very fun. I do enjoy her. We couldn't land on a voice for her until like 20 minutes before she died.
It's Sayaka all over again.
Yeah. Ibuki is very fun, but I do think chapter 3 wastes are pretty bad.
Chapter 3 was just so bad writing wise.
Yeah, so yeah. Okay, Junko Enoshima. That's not pre-placement, by the way. That's where she's at. I hate Junko Enoshima. You can see in the Danganronpa playthrough, before I even meet Junko, because I already know the twist that she's the main bad guy or whatever. I hate this woman. I do not like a single thing she does. She is not interesting to me. She doesn't stay alive enough in the and even all the stuff where she's interesting at the very beginning of the game
is Mukuro.
And then the only time you actually see her is at the very end of the game where she's flip flopping between a bunch of different like versions of her, which is either terrible DID representation or just an annoying gimmick. And either way, it does not make me like her more. The only reason she doesn't hit depths of hell is because at least she's an entertaining villain, whereas and she doesn't make me seethe in anger like Hifumi and Hiyoko. Soda,
Soda.
Soda, you're better than Junko. But we liked Soda at the beginning of the game. I liked Soda a lot, and you let me like him, and that was your fault. You knew where it was going. Actually, I think I remember you saying that you were surprised by how.
I forgot how bad he got and how quick he got. How bad and how quick it happened.
Now he has permanent residence in the corner. He's very annoying. I do not
along
like,
with Hifumi's corpse.
along with Hifumi's corpse. I do not like him very much. The only reason he doesn't hit hate is because when he's actually a fun character to watch, he's actually a fun character to watch. Unlike with when it comes to other characters I dislike. Taka. Okay, how do I talk about Taka? I like Taka, but I also feel like Taka is a generally mid character. I feel like Taka gets pulled up a lot by Ishimando, but then again, Chapter 3 is all Ishimando all the time, and it becomes very disparate from Taka as a character.
One of my favorite gimmicks of Ishimando is that he can't bring himself to curse all the way.
That is true. I do love that. I feel like Ishimando does pull up Taka just a little bit above Aoi, but still in the mid category. I like Taka. I love doing the Tenya great Saiyaman voice for him. He's very ha hoo ha, you know. But he's also a Nazi, so he's going to be a Nazi. Was what it actually was. Armband and all that. I like Taka. I do. He did become one of my favorite recurring gags in the first game. But that's more Hero's part than Taka's.
Also, I know Hifumi's always the lowest he gets, but even more points taken away from him, uh, by believing that Taka would do the ultimate moral compass would do something so slimy.
Yeah, exactly. Kyoko, our girl Kyoko, where I love Kyoko. She was one of my favorite characters, not only the voice, because she had the Weska voice eventually, and I loved doing it for her. You know, but she's also just a very interesting character to watch as she goes throughout the game, learning more about her. She's a really well written character, and I really enjoy her as a character. Uh, which I talked about how I don't love. Like, I feel like Chiaki's more boring than she is when it comes to love interest, because I feel like Kyoko's love interestness was built on pretty like obviously like as the game went on. As you learn more about her, it became very clear why Makoto fell in love with her. And if you don't think that they fell in love, shut the fuck up, Peter. Like I know some people like say like Kyoko's actually. I saw a tweet earlier today where it's like Kyoko's actually implied to be a lesbian. No, she's not. There's no part in the game where that's true. We love Kyoko. Kyoko's great. Leon, on the other hand, he's also like definition of mid. I feel I put him slightly above Mukuro because you actually get to talk to him a little bit.
There is a reason why he is constantly brought into fan games because there is like the bones of a great possible character there.
Yeah,
but the game just doesn't do anything with it.
Yeah, they kill him way too early for him to be interesting. It'd be like if they kill Fuyuhiko in the first chapter. Like I feel like there's a character arc that could be built. They don't do. Leon is a character that is the ultimate baseball star, but does not like playing baseball. There's a lot of interesting dynamic to be put in that, but Leon himself does nothing with it. Like there is no Leon does not earn to be one of the best characters in the game. He is definition of mid next to Muguro. I feel very comfortable with that ranking. Mahiru, they're gonna hate me for this. I don't like Mahiru. She's better than Byakuya. I don't like Mahiru. She's a character that you meet. She's immediately annoying. Like I understand why she is the way she is, but she's immediately annoying. She is built specifically to further Hyoko's character arc.
To become for Hyoko's character arc to become the next chapter. In a chapter you don't see her in.
Yeah. And all Mahiru does is say "geez" and die. You know,
Also, we did not bring up the fact that Hiyoko is canonically stinky.
Hiyoko is canonically stinky, but like, yeah, because the less I talk about that little girl, the better. I want to like Mahiru. I think they're once again like Leon, bones of a good character, but she annoys me more often than anything else when she's on screen. Although "geez" has become a part of my lexicon because of her. Makoto is a character that could very easily fall in this group here of the definition of mid characters.
Because that's exactly what he was built to be.
But
Except he's the protagonist, so.
you get to meet a lot about him. I don't think he deserves to be anywhere above like.
But
And
he goes above Hashime.
100% he's above Hashime. And although he does say a slur.
He
Which,
spells a slur.
which does put him under Hajime. Because chapter 2.
Oh, God, chapter 2 of the first scene.
Um, like Makoto's great. I do love Makoto, but I like Makoto a lot, but he doesn't deserve to be much higher than this.
Because he spells a slur.
Mikan. Yeah, that feels right. I love Mikan. Mikan is a great character. Although, no, I have to pull it down. She does get ruined by her chapter 3.
Yeah, she does.
Chapter 3 ruins Mikan as a character. And also the game and the fan base ogle her and sexualize her so much when there doesn't need to be that. It doesn't.
Guys, all these characters are, like, I think canonically under 18. Chill.
No, I think they're all canonically 18, but like, 18 with an asterisk. But like, yeah, Mikan, I love Mikan, and I would put her higher. But Chapter 3 does basically character assassinate her, but only the very end of Chapter 3. Throughout Chapter 3 proper, she's actually pretty well written. But once we get to the trial, she becomes very, very bad very, very quickly. I want to love Mikan. I do want to love Mikan.
And we do.
And I do want to put her in best girl category, but I just can't. Mondo. Mondo's another character that I feel. I like Mondo. He does feel right. No. Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
The boyfriends.
The boyfriends. But also he's a character that like he's built in such a way that I feel like Mondo is a character that could have been a lot better if he had a little more time. I think that's the problem with a lot of these characters. But the issue with Mondo becomes he has the bones of an interesting plot with his brother and his secret and all of that jazz.
And then he hate crimes Chihiro.
And then he hate crimes Chihiro, which takes him from like down to mid. So I feel like that's a fair ranking for him. Nagito. Nagito is the most divisive character.
Because, again, we loved Nagito until the end of Chapter 4.
Yeah, Chapter 4 killed him for me. Chapter 4 destroyed any goodwill I had. Because people hate Nagito. Like, Nagito is a character that people just fucking despise. And is it because of Chapters 4 and 5? If that's the reason, I get it.
I think so.
But
there's some people who just don't like him off the bat, like after he goes crazy in Chapter 1.
I get that. I like Nagito. And I would have put him in love, but Chapter 4 does kill Nagito as a character for me. Okay, our boy Nekomaru.
He talks a lot about poop.
He does talk a lot about poop. I don't dislike Nekomaru though.
So here's my opinion. I think Nekomaru goes from like mid to like underwhelming until he becomes Mekomaru.
Yeah, I think Nekomaru becomes a very interesting plot. I'm fine putting him high mid. I think. I want to separate the boyfriends though. There. I feel like this is fair. I think Nekomaru becomes very interesting in Chapter 4 and then is immediately killed. I love Nekomaru's like vibe. He did become a pretty funny running joke in the final trial. Actually, I'm just a team manager.
I kept laughing my ass off every time you did that. I don't know why that joke isn't even like that funny.
Yeah, I do like him. I do like him a lot. Yeah, I feel like this is fair. The poop jokes do become very obvious, and we do a lot of them. Rip in peace. Peko. I don't like Peko very much. I feel like She's here. I
I
like.
probably would put her in mid unless there's something about her that you don't
I
like.
just she just is not the vibe. She
She fails the vibe check.
she fails the vibe check. She feels like a rehashed Kyoko, and the only interesting part about her is an enhancement to Fuyuhiko, which and then she goes fucking insane in the second chapter to a way that is not fun to watch. It's more annoying than anything. I feel like the second chapter, much she would have been in mid, but she gets killed by the second chapter. I feel. I think that's the problem with a lot of the characters in Dangan is that they're very good up until like the point where the game is like, oh, we're about to kill this character, so let's completely ruin the character. Which is what happened to Soda, but he hasn't died yet.
It happened in chapter 2, and yet he's still alive.
Sakura is best girl. She's tied with Chihiro for me. You could put either one at the top, and I would agree with you. Sakura is a character that I think I forced myself to like at first out of pure hatred.
For how people were talking about her.
Not because no one like I didn't see anyone hating on her on the internet or whatever. But the way the game was written was like trying to get me to dislike her and call her ugly or whatever. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, she's not that bad. Sakura great. I was right then. I'm right now.
And
Sakura.
I'll be right later.
Sakura is best girl. If you disagree,
She'll turn you into a human meatball.
Sayaka goes in depths of hell.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
Well, she did murder both her best girls in the Hunger Games. So
that is true. She has ruined. But I don't hate her. I think she is such a nothing character. I feel like she goes here.
She goes next to her murderer.
Yeah, it's just she's definition of mid for me. She's
So,
just a nothing character.
See, here's the
I
thing.
don't get why people love her. I don't get why she's like main waifu beyond her being the box character. You know, like it's like if you're the box legendary in Pokemon, but you're like a Pokemon that you when you catch is stuck at level 1 forever. Like just a nothing character to me. She's nothing. I don't like I see people like there's a thumbnail from I think it's the Click about like people that are like insane Reddit or whatever, and it's like oh here's my waifu. I printed out a cardboard cutout of fucking Sayaka from Danganronpa, and it's just like why she's so nothing. There's like 4 better girls in Dangan 1 alone, and Dangan 2 has a better female cast overhand.
She is another character that people love to bring into Vans because of basically the same reason for Leon. And one of my favorite dynamics she has in one of those is her and Leon are in the game, so they constantly just argue with each other because she murdered her. And she's pissed about it.
Sonia is Dangan 2 best girl. Sonia is the best character in Dangan 2, I think. She has my favorite voice in Dangan 2. Overall, she is not the girlfriend. She is my favorite voice to do. She is a fun character to watch. Her jokes are very funny. She also has some really out of pocket lines out of nowhere sometimes. And she's just a fun character through and through.
And she loves the occult.
Teru goes in depths of hell.
Yeah.
For the same reason I see for me, I hate him.
And he also tried to sexually assault Best Girl.
Byakuya 2 is better. Byakuya 2 is better than Byakuya 1. Not so much better that he should go above these characters. So I have to put him on the top of dislike, I think. He is better than Byakuya 1 by far. Like, notably so. But he also doesn't get enough time to make me like him any more than Byakuya 1. And then our boy Yasuhiro. Yasuhiro is...
Oops. You do not get the jump up there.
No. Yasuhiro is our best boy from Dangan 1. He goes next to our best boy from Dangan 2. I think that's only fair. Yasuhiro is my favorite character in Dangan 1, I think, outside of the best girls. Because he is so much fun to watch. He is so much fun to play. He has one of my favorite running jokes in the entirety of Dangan 1. No, Taka! What do you think, Taka? You know.
Also, one of his screenshots was your background for a while.
Yeah. The screenshot where his burger gets taken by aliens. Funniest fucking moment in the game. Yeah. I think I laughed my ass off for 20 minutes in the stream because of that. Because that shit is so funny.
And instead of being like freaked out that aliens exist or anything like that, he goes back to
fucking burger, dog.
He's like, that wasn't cow meat.
That wasn't cow meat. So let me do a little bit of reordering. Yep. Mm 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 mm. Yep, you're fine. I might actually pull you down here. Mm hmm. Mm hmm. Mm hmm. Mm hmm. Mm. I think I just put it back in my order. It wasn't right.
So I forget, why does Diego, oh my god.
Oh my god, it's because of you.
Oh. So I forget, why does Diego down here not in the best category?
Because I don't think she earns best category.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I think this is the final tier list.
I'm
Yeah,
very happy with these.
I'm pretty happy with these. I wouldn't have put Soda in hate otherwise, but Junko was feeling lonely.
Also, to be fair, like, the reason why, well, like, the reason you said that, oh, why he wasn't in hate, kind of felt more like why he wasn't hating that depths of hell.
Yeah.
Kind of like with Junko, oh, well, when she's not being annoying, she's entertaining. So, what's up?
Yeah. So I think this is a fair Dangan 1 and 2 players. I might do a stream after we finish Dangan 2 and update this, just to kind of see where we'll fall after that. So yeah, if you guys like this video, want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Ciao, motherfuckers. Boy.